After a day trip in Bratislava that you can watch on the link above, we are in the Vienna city. So we have placed our luggage in the locker room in a hostel, and now we're gonna start exploring the city. First on the list is the St. Stephen's Cathedral, Stephansdom, also known as the symbol of Vienna. It is a old Roman cathedral, but like the details which are quite similar to, I can relate it more to Duomo of Milano. So let's have a look. The cathedral contains many stunning altarpieces and stained glass windows which flood the interiors with colorful light on sunny days. It also houses the Austria's largest organ, which has more than 12,000 pipes. This Cathedral South Tower was the tallest building in Europe in 15th century, about 136 meters high. The church was destroyed in the bombing, so the North Tower is still not complete, and it's possible to climb both the towers. And now we are going to go inside this. Let's go. Midpoint. So I can go up, let's say 67 meters, and I think this will be a really cool viewpoint inside Vienna, and which is actually far affordable than others. It costs €5. Really round, really steep stairs, which is very tiring. So we made it on the top, but it's not an open terrace, it's more like a room with multiple windows. Let's see what we paid for. One of the coolest thing about this cathedral is its colorful pattern roof, created with over 230,000 tiles. So get a 360 view of the Vienna by using the 4 windows on all sides. This room is 444 feet or 67 meters out of the 136, and you climb about 343 stairs to get here. The highest point is a watchman tower, which is not accessible. Imagine a large bell hanging in this place, which has been destroyed. This place has a lot of things. One more interesting thing that you can do. Actually, you can rent these bogies and ride around in Vienna in the old time, like you are a gentleman. So the first one is this clock that I have been seeing on Instagram so long. That actually turns, and you can see the amount of people. Everybody's pretty excited. It's a giant Art Nouveau timepiece that features a parade of historical figures every hour, and at 12 o'clock all the figures come together in a grand display. It's been 15 minutes and everybody is still staring at the clock. Because I don't know which kind of story they are telling, but it's been going so long. So you could actually come here with a coffee. Vienna has a rich past in music, and some of the greatest musicians lived here. So behind me is the apartment of Mozart. There actually he sat and composed a lot of his symphonies. I think there's a gift shop over here that you can visit, and let's say.
As once part of the Roman Empire, a lot of Vienna architecture is Roman. So is our next place, the St. Peter Catholic Church. It was inspired by the St. Peter Basilica in the Vatican, so you'll see some resemblance. The interior is just breathtaking with frescoes that seems to bring dome to the life. Vienna is also famous for its coffee house culture, and Demel is the best place to experience it. Established in 1786, it was the official pastier of the Habsburg's royal court. Here you can watch the bakers working while enjoying the delicious cakes from this place. And we stood up in the line for 10 minutes and got us a Kashishmaran. Really hard to pronounce.
Traditional. Yeah. Yes.
It's a shredded pancake served with powdered sugar and fruit sauce, in which we took the traditional plum sauce. Actually pretty nice.
And now we are at Hofburg. It's like let's say a very important piazza with a lot of palaces and important buildings around it.
Hofburg is a place that makes you feel the grandeur of the empire. Walking through its halls feels like stepping back in the time. Hofburg area is filled with many museums, some of which are the Sissi Museum dedicated to Queen Elizabeth and her royal lifestyle, and the former imperial residence of the Habsburgs. Vienna Center is pretty walkable, although there are some hop on and off buses in the Vienna that you can buy tickets directly at the Maria-Theresien-Platz, which is a public square with massive statue of Empress Maria Theresa, one of the most powerful women in the European history. It is covered by two mirror buildings that host Art and Science Museum, a kind of symbol of blending art and science. And we are headed to the museum Quartier.
So inside this Ankeruhr museum, find this escalator that takes you to the top. A nice view of the city.
One of the largest cultural complexes in the world. It's a mix of old and new architecture and home to the several museums, of which some are free. I'll also put a link in the description where you can check out a lot of free Vienna museums. Also, this place is perfect for enjoying the sunset and the city skyline for free. There are also galleries, cultural spaces, and even outdoor courtyards where you can chill and grab a drink. Whether you are into art or just looking for a cool spot to hang out, this is a place to be. Being fan of the Gothic architecture, our last stop for the day was the Rathaus, which feels like Hogwarts.
Did you ever thought you'll visit Hogwarts? Maybe this. And now Yeah. Going through this endless street is pretty cool. Most of the Austrian cuisines are made out of, let's say, beef, or the veal chop over here is pretty famous. So either I can eat a hostel. I tried during the day. So in evening we are trying McDonald's, but the McDonald's inside of here is pretty nice. Thank you.
That feels like a really cool Austrian cafe instead of the boring McDonald's vibe.
So we are back in our room after wandering around whole day. For tonight we're gonna crash, and tomorrow we're gonna wake up and see some more places in Vienna.
View from here, we got really big windows. And I'll show you the place I stayed during the morning that I recommend to everyone.
Vienna.
I stayed in the Wombat hostel in Vienna. And I got this room with panoramic windows that offers a really nice city view. And also has a food market in front of it.
Front of the street food market.
It was a room for 4 people, but luckily nobody else booked there. We have lockers operated by cards, some stools, and a big mirror, and a linked small washroom with a shower.
So our windows also goes towards the door, so you can see the sky. But it's a lovely place. I like the view.
We have this huge kitchen with a lot of stoves, ovens, dishwasher, and a fridge where you can label your stuff and keep it. Some of the free stuff like tea and instant coffee. And a huge eating area outside the kitchen. There is also a bar inside the hostel that works in the evening, and an outside sitting area with a cafe. So we just had our coffee and now we are all set to start exploring again.
This is the part of the market. This is front of our hostel. I think in the night I can.
To get around the city,
You can buy the tickets on this vending machines of the city. Like one ticket costs 240 euros. Okay, and buy. You can pay by card or cash or anything. You can find your ticket over here. These are the tickets, and now we are going to go to the city center.
and do you know the most interesting part about the Vienna metro? That there are no barriers or gates that you have to pass to enter this metro. So it's a system based on trust.
It's actually pretty good.
We are passing the campus of the Technical University of Vienna, which is pretty spectacular.
So today we're going to check some villas, and our first stop is a nice old church. That's awesome view.
Another Baroque beauty is the St. Charles Church. Built after the devastating plague in the 1700s, the church has this massive dome that dominates the skyline. And those 3 huge columns on either side that are modeled after the Roman columns.
It's a pretty big square, like in middle of the city. If you run around.
At this beautiful square, we have a monument in the honor of soldiers of the Soviet Army. Was created in 1945 to honor the 17,000 Soviet soldiers who died in the Battle of Vienna during the World War II.
So our next stop is the Belvedere. This is like kind of art galleries and also has nice outdoor gardens. The palace-like forms.
Belvedere Palace is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a must visit for anyone interested in art, history, or architecture. Comprising of two structures, the upper and lower Belvedere, where lower was the palace originally built as a summer residence for Prince Eugene of Savoy. There is also the sunken play area for the bowls and skittles in the garden. Nobody knows if Prince ever played in these areas. Between the two palaces lies a formal Baroque garden with terraces, fountains, and sculptures, connecting the upper and lower buildings in perfect harmony. The palaces were named Belvedere, which means a beautiful view, because of their spectacular vantage point over the Vienna. The upper Belvedere is more famous known for its magnificent facade, grandiose staircases. It houses the collection of the Austrian art, which also includes famous works like The Kiss by Gustav Klimt, one of the highlights of the Austrian symbolism. And if you want to recharge away from the crowd like me, right next to the upper Belvedere is a small botanical garden, a peaceful small garden away from the tourist crowd of Belvedere. So I'll say it's a city that has something for everyone, from art, architecture to cafes. You should definitely visit for sure while making the Europe itinerary. That's it for this video. If you have any questions about the city, write them in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and see you soon.